Hey, so hello everyone, I'm Neetsel and I'm going to run Tintin in Tibet. So today I'm joined by FlannelKat on commentary.
Hello, I've never played this game.
And I'm joined by NPC cosplaying as Noe, obviously. Yeah, unfortunately, Tintin couldn't join us today, so I only got Snowy with me. Okay, so since you made some donations, I'm going to play on the hard difficulty. So the main difference in the difficulties is the amount of stuff that will be coming to get me, and as well the amount of time that I have to complete levels. In a speedrun, you would imagine that's not an issue, but that's not the case in this game because well, it's not really well balanced in terms of difficulty, and in some levels, due to RNG, I could actually time out. So, thanks for that. Okay, so quick word about the game. It was made by Infogrames. Infogrames, they did a lot of games based on Belgian and French IPs like Asterix, Lucky Luke, The Smurfs. And Tintin in Tibet is probably the most well-known game from that era. It has a reputation for being really, really terrible. NPC has experienced that, so that's something that he can comment on. And I guess we'll get started right away. So time in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so Tintin in Tibet, it's a story where Tintin is going to try to rescue his best friend Cheng, who crashed in the mountains of Tibet. The first level is actually a flashback of explaining how Tintin and Cheng met. Spoiler alert, Tintin had to rescue Cheng already back then.
I love a game that starts out with a good flashback to really set up the story.
Yeah, plus it makes really, well, you'll see at the start of the second level, but it makes really an effort to set that up really, really well. So I'm picking up a crate really early in the run, and that's something that we'll do throughout the run. It has a lot of puzzle elements to it where I have to pick up things and use them as platform. This section is really awful because you can see some whirlwind in the water. These whirlwinds can appear a bit out of nowhere when you play casually. They're actually based on the global timer, so based on how well I did previously, I know more or less where they will be.
Yeah, without kind of knowing where they're going to be, they can just kind of show up underneath you and immediately kill you.
Yeah. But there's something nice about this game is that some levels have checkpoints. And by some, I mean this is the only level with a checkpoint.
That's more than zero. I think it counts.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's first level. We should be nice with people. So.
All right. I hope you all are caught up on the lore now, because now it's present day.
Yeah, it's present day. Tintin is on holiday, and obviously he has to be careful. You know, the hotel is super dangerous here at GDQ, so we have to be really careful about everything, just like Tintin. So we're going to damage boost through this cleaning lady, and here are the worst enemies in the game.
It really is the worst enemy in the game. It has a massive hitbox that it's just impossible to jump over properly, and it's amazing he's doing it.
Yeah, there's actually a debug menu where you can make the collisions appear, and on the dock you can tell that they are completely off.
I do want to point out the absolutely beautiful animation of Tintin running into the foreground, in which case he cannot move left and right at that time.
Looking at this game, if I don't die, you might wonder why this is in the awful block, but anyone who played it knows. It's like this is a game that I gave as a GM in a gauntlet for a bad video game tournament, and nobody wanted to touch it.
I love how, Tintin doesn't fight things, so it's like, what do we put in his way? I don't know, stuff in a hotel.
Yeah, that was a requirement from the publisher because, well, back in 1995, you had loads of violent games, and they only agreed to making a Tintin game if there was no fighting at all. So almost anything can murder Tintin, but no fighting. So.
I do want to ask people out there, was that a dog or was it a very large squirrel? And you should donate with your answer.
Okay, so this is the market. Right away we have this coming at us out of nowhere. So the path that I'm taking, it's because a lot of the levels, just like the previous one, have multiple objectives that you have to clear. The game is really bad at explaining what you're supposed to do. And here we're going to have a great example of that with this kid. So this kid, all right, yes, follow me, please. We're not going to do that, and that's not a speedrun strat. That's actually because this kid and this game are lying to us constantly. All right, so here I have to be really careful because I could get all of these spawn in a way that I can't get through them. So I need to stop at really specific points. Whoops. Okay, we'll survive there. Something that you might notice as well is that in between levels, the game doesn't give you much health back. It'll make sure that you have at least 2 health points and that's it. So I'm picking up this life that gives me all of my health back as a safety. Because this is a marathon and yeah, that could be an issue. These little bells, they can actually deal damage to you on the way back. It's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the people who made the Final Destination movie took inspiration from these games. Because right here, we have a storm, we are jumping over this guy, we don't want to talk to him. It's pretty long, so... That's the way you do in real life, you just jump over people.
How deep would you say this water is that we're walking through? Because it's like up to our ankles, but also there's barrels half submerged in it.
Yeah, usually, so casually, it's really hard to figure out what's coming at you. You get like an audio cue, and usually that would just make you panic. On the run, I managed to focus just on a few elements. So here we have a puzzle. I have to help this kid get across the street. Here we go. That unlocks the end of the level, and here's a really, really tricky section. So I need to jump here, jump there, and then start running. Here we go. And we're going to end the level by doing a small damage boost right here, and that's it. So first level that gives us a password. The first part of the run is really scary because we are really on the edge of dying constantly.
I'd like to point out the password is not the word mountains.
Yeah.
This is just the password for the level.
Yeah, Kat was like, don't worry, I remember the password. It was mountain. No, it's not, Kat. All right, so picking up a life to regain all health. So these yak, they deal 2 damage. There's a puzzle around them. I'm supposed to pick up grass to force them to move. But I'm just going to damage boost through them, which is a lot quicker.
This level is a lot of like trying to figure out what is foreground and what is something you can actually jump on.
Yeah, a lot of this game is just that. And here we have something really tricky, managed to do it. Yeah, that section is really scary. We have an apple hidden behind that rock. Why? I don't know, it's just there. And we're done with this level as well. So, something happened to Snowy, and he's falling in the river, and yeah, now we have to rescue him.
That is my favorite animation in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll see it again at the end of the level. So here, compared to the first level, we can actually climb on these rocks and start running. This is the fastest way to travel. We need to be careful because some of these bridges break apart and also cause a slowdown. Also, these whirlwinds are still back, and this would be a good time for some donations.
Absolutely, I've got you. We've got $15 from Bluepa, who says, "Hi GDQ, hi Neetsel, Bluepa here. The whole Cart family is with me to send you the best of luck on your runs today. You're a never-ending inspiration, an absolutely amazing friend, and we're so proud to see you on GDQ stage today. Stay awesome, keep playing games you like, even if you are only one liking them, LMAO. Much love from us all, less than 3.
That's really nice of Blooper. But I'm not forgetting that she's supposed to learn this run.
We also have a bunch of donations about what FlannelKat asked about regarding that dog, if you'd like to hear any of
You
it.
mean the squirrel?
I think NPC might want to share his feeling about this level first.
This level is the worst because you have to react real fast, and those branches you have to duck, and the boulders you have to jump over, but alongside that, you have to keep on the top of the screen because if you keep staying too low, you will eventually fall to your death. And trying to do all this like with record or split reactions is really difficult and a very big pain. And I died many, many times just trying to even do this part of the game.
Yeah, and because this game likes to enjoys to state the obvious, what it tells you is to take the left path. So that's the left path based on Tintin's perspective, which is super intuitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have some donations now, you can.
Absolutely. So regarding that dog we saw in the hotel, $15 from Kanban Meow who says, dog? Cat? That was a Vulpix. We also have, is it still good to keep going or do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, you can still do one. And
Okay, absolutely. We have $25 from Salmon Thrice, who says, loving the awful block so far. Huge thanks to all the amazing speedrunners who put themselves through these bizarre games for our entertainment. Without a doubt, my favorite block of every GDQ. Have fun, go fast, and clearly that creature is the mutant dog squirrel.
Okay, so previously we saw a snowball that would just run pass by us, but this one can actually damage us because this is the game works. It changes its rules constantly. We're going to damage boost through this one so that we don't have to bother about this snow falling on us. Yeah, so right there, it's really hard to tell what is background and what is actually places that you can go. And the timer, well, you barely got enough time to actually complete the levels, so it's always a struggle. So picking up this health just to make sure that I can damage boost through this snowball. And I'm going to pick up this life that was found by Blooper like 2 weeks ago. I had no idea that it existed. Actually, when you go for PB, you don't go for lives like this, but yeah, in a marathon setting, it's really nice to be able to regain all your health in this game. So thanks, Blooper.
It's really good that Blue is finding these things for when they run this game.
Yeah, exactly. That's why she should do it more. It's like she stopped right there, so I'm sure she'll find some awesome strat. All right, so the wreck. The wreck introduced 2 items: the pickaxe and the rope. So we'll have first to collect both of these. This is the first stage that introduced RNG, because these little motors right there, they are RNG based if they are active or not. Right, so we got the pickaxe, we are entering the wreck. Unfortunately, I'm going to take 2 damage here, but that's alright because I got this life earlier. We are picking up the rope. That section to actually clear without taking damage is... As a kid, I never figured it out, and it's watching other people playing that I learned how to do it. All right, so, yeah. Really precise. I mean, the game doesn't tell you where to use the rope, and just getting off the rope is a nightmare because the timing is really, really weird. The slope for the pickaxe as well is kind of annoying. Here, I'm using a bug, so when you run into a wall, you get a knockback animation, and that knockback animation makes you invincible.
I also love the outfit change.
Yeah, that was super important from the IP owner. It's like they really asked for that. They actually also wanted a level where you played snowy, but yeah, Infogrames said no. So. This level is a maze. The foreground like that, sometimes you can get through it, and sometimes you can't. And since this is a massive level, it's really hard to tell where you can go and where you can't. All right, like this rock at the top is so weird, like throwing little rocks like that. It's just a weird obstacle. Okay. We are taking the left path here. We're going to unlock another boulder, which is going to unlock a path below, and then we'll use it as a platform, which will allow us to reach a ledge. It's really annoying. It's long and complicated. Okay, mess up this jump is almost frame perfect. This one is tricky. Yeah, messed it up. That's all right. We'll take a little bit of time.
I love the kind of echoey sound effects. Like the whole soundscape of this game is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, visually and the music and the audio, looking at it, you don't think it's a bad game. So.
I don't know. I've seen you run this a few times now, and I don't know. Jury's out.
Well, there's also a sequel to this game. For some reason, they decided to just make a Super Nintendo and a Game Boy version and not a Genesis one, just like this one. I don't know if that was the right decision, because the Genesis version has a few spin on the game that are pretty fun, especially concerning the final level. All right, this was on the back of the box, and when I saw this in magazine, that was saying that this game was really awesome. I really wanted to play this level. This is the worst. So I'm controlling both characters. Something that I discovered with the debug menu is that for some reason, at a collision, it's like half as big. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. I'm going to show the fast route. So the fast route is that you get the rope as long as possible. And when you plant the pickaxe, you have the character swinging right away. This is the method that I use in my PB. I'm not doing it here because if I do just one step too far, well, both characters fall and die. Also, the snow is supposed to make you fall. The thing is that sometimes the snow doesn't have any collision, so you can just get through it. But sometimes places that don't have snow have collision, which is always fun to discover. Right, so I really enjoyed this section because it's super simple and it looks cool. Here we go. So casually, everyone goes to the bottom right because, well, there's no snow over there. Why would you try to go up there? But turns out it has no collision. That saves about 5 minutes.
Snow is not real.
When you start running this game and you see that in other runs, you feel stupid for taking the long way for like, I don't know, 10 years playing this.
While we continue rock climbing here, is there time for an update and some donations?
Yeah, you can send some donations. It's more that for like a couple of minutes.
You got it. I just want to quickly update everybody on the tuxedo incentive for Pseudo Regalia. That is at just under $3,300 for the 5,000 it needs, but that run is right after Awful Blocks. So if you want to see that incentive get met, please get your donations in and select the tuxedo incentive for Pseudo Regalia. Getting to donations here, we have a $7 donation from Non-Binary Code who says, about this hotel dog, to be clear, you can't fool me. It's obviously a Dutch barking squirrel. We also have $50 from Sporadic Erratic who says, obviously appearance of the rare squirrel dog in reference to the little-known classic Tintin in Wisconsin.
I would play that game, honestly.
So would I.
That sounds like a jam.
Okay, we are coming up to the final 3 levels of the games. These are the worst. This is the place where your run comes to die. This is the RNG stage where I could time out because this level has a wind mechanic. I need the wind to push me to the right in several sections. Right away, you are seeing that the game is not being nice to me. Okay, it's being nicer. Stay that way, stay that way. Whoa, I saw what you tried to do there. Please go the other way. Here we go.
There's also a fun mechanic. If time runs out in the middle of a cutscene or dialogue, you also lose.
Yeah. And at this rate, we might actually time out because it's super, super slow. Okay, here we go. This section is always... Oh no, it's being nice. Okay, so a cool thing about this level is that it has actually multiple paths. So you have a path on the outside, but you can actually enter this cave right there, and you don't have to worry about the wind anymore, which is pretty cool and definitely the fastest way to get across this level. And I'm getting nervous about this jump right here. Here we go. Managed to do it.
Easy every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job.
So to quickly show you how bad this game is, this rock at the top is an obstacle. So to get across it without taking damage, here we go. That's how bad it is to actually get through it when you play casually. What we do is that usually we just damage boost through it. And hopefully I didn't lose enough time to ruin this level by just showing that. Okay, here need to be careful because it can just throw me in one of these holes. And we're through. Whew.
Woo-hoo!
Phew.
This is my favorite stage of the game.
Yeah, so
Oh, this level.
watch out, everybody. We're in the monastery, so we need to be really
Yeah.
quiet.
Keep your voices down during this stage.
Keep your voice
Yeah.
down.
Especially since I have a Simon puzzle to do right now, which is awful. Oh, I messed it up. Wait, did it start with left or
I
right?
think left.
And I think it did that. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
Great. There's another one. Awesome. Yeah, here we go, and we're through. Yeah, after the 4-boy run, I got really stressed there. I was like, my brain is just, yeah, it's not here anymore.
And walking into these monks, of
Yeah.
course, damages Tintin.
Yeah.
Do not interrupt them.
That's why we should be quiet. Yeah.
Right. I don't want to be the one making the noise here.
Yeah. But some people didn't get the memo. Like these kids. So here I have to memorize the 4 symbols. I usually only remember 2 of them and that's it. But since it's 4 a.m., I will definitely forget them. Okay, be quiet. Careful. Okay, so we're here to rescue Chang. And for some reason, the monks want us to clean up the library. So we're going to pile up books based on their colors. It's going to be really long. There's no RNG, so it's a good time for donations.
Okay, thank you. I'll try to keep my voice down while we're reading these donations. We do have a $10 donation from Baptros who says, Neetsel proving even worst games can get much love. Thanks for that, buddy.
Every bad games need love.
We also have a $100 donation from Ozul, who says, glad to see the run for one of my most beloved games of my childhood. Good luck with the rest of the run, and for the audience, please keep donating for such amazing cause. Greeting from Spain.
Thank you.
We also have a $5 donation from Elflay, who says, thundering typhoons! Oh, sorry. I had to get a donation in for that amazing Captain Haddock cosplay. Good luck saving Chang.
Thank you. But yeah, if I die here, this is the longest level in the whole game. This is like 4 minutes long.
And the thread is mostly like getting caught up on the Simon puzzle and running out of time.
Yeah. But we should be fine. I only messed it up once. All right, so what were the symbols again? I think I'll remember. I'll just brute force it.
I told myself I was going to try to help and remember them, but I did not.
That's exactly what happened to me during Foboya. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to help. And then baseball.
Someone made it like 5 a.m. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so we're going to match up the symbols. Then we're going to have a final puzzle, final audio puzzle. So I think it was this. Here we go. The final audio puzzle, so we're going to hear 3 bells. The first 2 bells are just used as a reference because we're going to have a set of 8 bells, and I need to find the final one. Okay, and the game is being really nice to us today. That's it. That's just the first one, so that makes it super easy.
All right, we're out of the monastery. You can make
didn't
some
know
noise.
that monks could do that. I mean, all right, final stage. This is we are going to be chased by the Yeti.
There better not be Yetis in this game.
Yeah. So the Yeti, if he touches us, we die instantly. I took some damage there. That's really, really bad. This one, we're going to make him despawn by jumping back really quickly. And this section, I might die. Usually a damage boost for it. Yeah, right there, that's really the kind of nasty stuff that it's really hard to avoid with this game. So we already lost a life, but that's fine. So we need to slow down a little bit actually when he chases us so that we can clear these rocks. So right there, going to damage boost this time. Here we go. Going to have another Yeti coming up right here. Then we are going to jump before this rock appears, because that's the way this game works. Then it introduces a stealth mechanic, so here we go. It will never be seen again, but that was nice of the dev to make it. And we are reaching the final stretch of the game. This is the RNG part where the Yeti could catch us just because the game decides to, and there's nothing I can do about it. And in practice, it happened 3 times. We're through.
Let's go!
And we're through. Only 1 death on the final stage. So yeah, you didn't see why this game was so horrible, but yeah, you might think that it's really good as a result, so try it out.
Yeah, I think that's time, right?
Yeah, that's time, sorry.
Only 1 death. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you to NPC and FlannelKat for joining. I was a bit worried when Brosencha got sick, unfortunately. So really shout outs to him, because he's part of the reason that I'm speedrunning this game, that I'm doing speedruns at all, because it's by watching his run of Tintin in Tibet for the Game Boy that he did several years ago that I started thinking about doing speedruns and running these games in particular. So big shout out to you, bro, and yeah, thanks a lot. Also sending a lot of love to the various restream that are doing commentary in different language for AGDQ. I'm usually part of the French restream. They were pretty excited about this one, so big shout out to them. And yeah, I love you guys. And yeah, that's it for this one. And I think I've got another one after that.
There will be more Neetsel soon.
Yeah, more Neetsel soon. So see you right away.
Well, thank you so much, Neetsel. Yes, let's give him a round of applause for that wonderful